I'm going to be talking about first cycle design. To preface this, you should not be getting on gear if you don't want to compete and you don't have some dysfunction in your endocrine system that's causing you to get on a replacement dose of, testosterone or some hormone replacement therapy. I don't really think that there's any reason, just for the health, ramifications. What's the point of being the biggest guy at the beach if you're gonna die early? But that being said, before you get on your first cycle, you should definitely have your training and nutrition down. Take a couple years of natural lifting, figure that all out, get your sleep down. If your sleep isn't down, don't even get on gear, just get your sleep right, and you'll probably see as big a change as if you were to get on gear potentially. But yeah, if you got all your stuff right and planning on competing, or you feel like you got a good enough reason to get on gear, first thing I would recommend, this will vary with body weight, but 200 milligrams of test a week is a good place to start. Depending on how much you aromatize, you could do this 2 times a week, just split this into 200 milligram injections. You could also do like daily or bi-daily micro administrations to try and keep that serum concentration a little more stable and just help lower potential estrogenic side effects that you might be getting from spiking that serum really high. And then you might also want to have an AI depending on how you aromatize. I would say stay at this 200 milligrams for a bit. You definitely want to figure out how to manage your estrogen and how to, just understand how your body reacts to this. Then, your next steps, I wouldn't really add anything to this for a while. You can do a lot with just test and AI if you need it. First thing would be understanding the balance between food and gear. So when you start to plateau, you don't necessarily need to add more gear immediately. Bring your food up. Then once you start to get a little fat, bring your gear up. And then, you can kind of just play with those vectors instead of just increasing the gear, because as you add more and more gear, you're going to be able to take more food in and get more gains from that.